My phone lit up in the dead of night. That single ping sliced through the silence like a bullet. Mom's text glowed white on black. "You're no longer my daughter. Don't come to the gala or ever speak to me again." I stared at it for 3 full seconds. Then I opened the developer's portal and canceled her $450,000 retirement home closing with one quiet click. The confirmation email hit my inbox at 2:17 a.m. I didn't cry. I smiled. I'm Elena, 32 years old, living in a 5th-floor walk-up in Brooklyn where the radiator hisses like it's personally offended by winter, and the hallway always smells like someone's curry and someone else's weed. I'm a freelance graphic designer who survives on cold brew, deadlines, and the kind of stubbornness that makes people think I'm difficult. Back in Connecticut, my family lives in houses with names instead of numbers: Stonecrest, Willowmere, Gray Ladies. My mother, Lorraine, still uses stationery with her maiden name embossed in gold because New Money prints their own envelopes, darling. They summer in Nantucket, winter in Palm Beach, and treat the word budget like it's a venereal disease. I was the middle child, the quiet one who drew instead of spoke, who wore paint-stained overalls while my little sister Chloe wore monogrammed everything. They called me dreamy, unfocused, a waste of good bone structure. Chloe was the miracle. Chloe at the trust fund, the internships, the proud tears at graduation. I got eye rolls and lectures about wasting my potential on doodles. What they never saw were the nights I stayed up until sunrise, headphones bleeding lo-fi beats, building a design empire one sleepless invoice at a time. No connections, no safety net, just me, a second-hand MacBook with a cracked corner, and the burning need to prove I was never the failure they named me. If you've ever been the kid they gave up on while someone else got handed the world on a silver platter, if you've ever heard "you'll never make it" and used it as rocket fuel, this story is for you. Hit that subscribe button right now. Drop a heart if you're done letting them write your ending. Let's burn their script together. Let me take you back to the night everything cracked wide open. The charity gala was held in a ballroom that cost more to rent for one evening than I make in a year. Chandeliers dripped crystals like frozen tears. The air smelled like money. Roses flown in from Ecuador, truffle oil on every passing tray, and the sharp metallic bite of old diamonds. I stood near the coat check in a black dress I'd bought for $49 and altered myself because I refused to spend more than that on a room full of people who already hated me. Lorraine spotted me across the marble floor. She was wearing a gown the color of champagne and a necklace that probably weighed more than my rent. She leaned into Chloe, blonde, perfect, glowing like she'd been dipped in liquid gold, and said, loud enough for 3 tables to hear, "See, this is why I told you not to invite her. She looks like she shots at goodwill and smells like desperation." Laughter floated over like poison gas. My stomach folded in on itself. I smiled the way you do when you're dying inside, excused myself, and walked to the ladies' room on legs that didn't feel like mine.
I locked myself in the farthest stall, sat on the closed lid, and tried to breathe. The marble was so cold it burned through my dress. My phone buzzed against my thigh like it was angry too. "You embarrassed us tonight. Again, you're not family material." "I just wanted to support Dad's foundation." "Shut up. Chloe's handling the retirement home closing herself now. You're irrelevant. And if you cancel that closing, consider yourself disowned for real this time." I read it 4 times. The retirement home was my baby. I had spent 8 months on it. 8 months of late-night calls with architects, choosing warm wood tones instead of sterile white, designing brochures that made widows cry in a good way, creating a brand that said, "You're coming home," instead of "You're being put away." Mom had promised me 10% equity, my first real piece of something big enough to change my life. And now Chloe was going to walk in at the closing, smile for the cameras, and take it all. I left the stall, washed my hands in water so hot it hurt, and looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were too bright, like someone had turned the contrast up. I whispered to my reflection, "Okay, you want to play? Let's play." 2 nights later, while Lorraine was sipping martinis with donors and telling them how brilliant Chloe is at real estate, I logged into the developer's system using the credentials Mom had given me months ago when she still pretended to trust me. I canceled the contract. Not paused, not delayed, canceled. Then I attached every email, every contract, every proof that the designs were mine, and blind copied it to every major outlet in Connecticut. Then I sat back and waited for the explosion. It came faster than I expected. First, they removed me from the family group chat called the Darlings. Screenshot. Lorraine has removed Elena. New pinned message. Chloe's planning Mom's birthday cruise to Greece. Family only, no +1s needed. I sent one text anyway. Happy to help with the invitations or branding. It showed delivered for exactly 6 seconds before it vanished. That night, Lorraine left me a voicemail I still have saved. Her voice was pure ice. You are a parasite. You don't deserve to breathe our air. Stay in your little rat hole and rot. A week later, I was at a design networking event in Manhattan, trying to salvage my career. Chloe showed up in head-to-toe Chanel, all smiles and fake sympathy. She accidentally bumped into the table where my portfolio was displayed and knocked a full glass of red wine across every single print. The pages bled maroon. She turned to the room with that syrupy voice. "Oh no, I'm so sorry. Guess some people still use paper because they can't afford a decent website." Phones came out instantly. Hashtag thrift store dreams was trending in the tri-state area. My biggest client, someone I'd worked with for 3 years, called and fired me. "We can't be associated with this kind of drama, Elena." Chloe had already emailed them offering to redo my entire campaign for free, claiming I'd ghosted the project and she was saving them. She'd hacked my account. Of course she had.
Rent was due, then overdue. The eviction notice came on pink paper, like even the landlord wanted to make it pretty. I sat on the floor of my apartment surrounded by ruined prints and felt something inside me finally snap into place. Not break, snap into place. Like a dislocated shoulder finally sliding home. I opened the folder I'd kept hidden for 3 years, Project Phoenix. Since I was 25, I'd been running an anonymous blog called Design Rebels. I wrote about nepotism, toxic legacy families, mothers who eat their young. My most popular post ever was titled How to Sabotage Your Daughter's Career in 10 Easy Steps, a Mother's Guide. It had 200K shares before breakfast. They never knew every single example was lifted straight from my life. I had everything. Time-stamped emails of Lorraine paying officials to fast-track Chloe's applications, audio of her laughing on speakerphone that Elena's little drawings were the only decent thing to come out of that girl, screenshots of contracts where my name had been whited out and Chloe's typed over it. I had been waiting for the perfect moment to drop it all. That moment arrived on a Tuesday in April. Victor messaged me out of the blue. He had been Lorraine's executive assistant for 12 years, fired the day he asked why Chloe's expense reports showed $47,000 on miscellaneous wardrobe. We met in a diner in Queens that smelled like burnt toast and broken dreams. He didn't say hello, he just slid a USB drive across the table. "Everything," he said. His voice was hoarse from years of swallowing rage. "Recordings of your mother threatening vendors to blacklist you, bank transfers, the forged loan documents, all of it." He looked at me with eyes that had seen too much. "They think you're finished, Elena, but finished things cut the deepest." I went home and didn't sleep for 36 hours. I built the post like a bomb. Title: The $450,000 Retirement Home Heist, How My Mother and Sister Stole My Life's Work, with receipts. I schedule it to go live at 11 a.m. sharp, the exact minute the ribbon-cutting ceremony was set to begin.
The video starts making the rounds while Lorraine is mid-speech, pearls gleaming, talking about family legacy. Giant screens behind her, meant to show renderings of the new building, suddenly play her own voice. Cancel her access, let Chloe take the credit, she'll never know. Then Chloe's email, Mom says Elena's work was good enough for the help, not the headline. Then the contracts with my name erased, and then the audio of Lorraine laughing about forging my signature on the loan docs so Chloe could claim the equity.
The crowd goes dead silent. You can hear a champagne flute drop. Phones rise like a tidal wave. Lorraine turns to the screen, mouth open, and for the first time in my life, I see her look small. She screams my name into the microphone. "Elena, you vicious little bitch, you've ruined everything!" I'm live streaming from my apartment, phone propped on a stack of books, smiling like I've been practicing in the mirror for years. "No, Mom," I say calmly. "I just saved it. From you." The developer, a man who'd been kissing Lorraine's ass for months, reads the copyright clauses I emailed him 10 minutes earlier. His face goes the color of skim milk. He walks off the stage without a word. Chloe tries to follow in 6-inch heels and trips over the ribbon. Lorraine collapses into a folding chair, sobbing so hard her diamonds shake. The internet does the rest. By nightfall, #DarlingFamilyExposed is trending worldwide. 3 months later, I live in a sunlit loft in Dumbo, with floor-to-ceiling windows and my name on the lease in bold black ink. Design Rebels is now a full media company. Brands pay me 6 figures to consult on ethics and transparency. Lorraine's lawyer sent a cease and desist for defamation. I framed it and hung it in my bathroom, so it's the first thing I see every morning. Chloe DM'd me last week. "Elena, how do I start over? I'm so lost." I stared at the message for a long time. Then I blocked her. Some people don't get redemption, they get consequences. These days, I design for nonprofits that help kids who grew up feeling like spare parts in their own families. Every time a kid tells me, "I didn't know I was allowed to want things," I think of that gala bathroom stall and the girl crying on the toilet lid. I tell them what I wish someone had told me. Your work is yours. Your name is yours. Your future is yours. They can't take what you refuse to hand over. Freedom doesn't taste like champagne in a Connecticut ballroom. It tastes like strong coffee on my own balcony at sunrise, watching the East River catch fire with light, knowing no one can ever evict me from my own life again. If your family ever stole your work, erased your name, or tried to bury you alive, this is your sign to dig yourself out and burn the shovel. Your talent is not their inheritance. Your story is not their footnote. Subscribe right now and tell me in the comments how you took your power back. I read every single one. Let's build a table so big they'll never have room at it again. Your voice is the one thing they can never duplicate. Thank you for listening to mine. Now go make something so undeniably yours that when they see it, the only thing they'll be able to say is your name. I'll see you in the next one.